It's not just about changing diapers or midnight feedings. This is about the long game, how these lone wolves shape young minds from toddler years to adulthood. These are the guys who've always done things their own way, and now they're in charge of molding tiny humans. So, do they turn into those cool dads with all the answers? Or are they more like the distant uncles who show up once a year with expensive gifts? Will they continue to stay true to their Sigma nature, or will fatherhood soften their edges? As with everything Sigma related, it's not a simple answer. Let's explore what happens when a Sigma male becomes a dad. 1. Encouraging independence with a safety net. Most parents walk a tightrope between protecting their kids and letting them grow, often micromanaging every aspect of their children's lives. This can lead to kids struggling to make decisions or handle challenges on their own when they face the real world. The Sigma male, however, promotes independence but keeps a safety net in place. He's like a cool lifeguard at the pool of life, not jumping in every time his kid gets a mouthful of water, but always watching, ready to dive in if things get dicey. He encourages his kids to take risks, try new things, and even fail sometimes. If his child wants to start a lemonade stand, he'll help brainstorm ideas but won't run the business for them. The key is that while he's pushing his kids to be independent, he's also making it clear that he's always there if they need him. He creates a safety net of trust and support, giving his kids the confidence to take bigger leaps. 2. Teaching kids to question everything, even him. Most dads set rules and expect their kids to follow them without question, using "because I said so" casually. These kids grow up thinking rules are just there to be followed, not understood, and might struggle to think critically or question authority when it really matters. The Sigma male is different. He's not interested in raising little robots who blindly follow orders. He teaches his kids to question everything, even him. When his children ask why something is the way it is, the Sigma dad takes the time to explain. He dives right in, breaking down his reasoning like he's explaining a complex chess move. If he realizes he doesn't have a solid reason for something, he'll admit it. He's all about honesty and humility. Dinner at his house isn't just about food. It's a full-on debate club where everyone gets a say. This approach prepares his kids for a world that's more shades of grey than black and white. 3. Connecting through shared hobbies, not forced family time. Many parents try to force family bonding through awkward game nights or mandatory Sunday dinners, ending up with eye-rolling teens and tension-filled gatherings. The Sigma dad knows that real bonding happens naturally over shared interests and experiences. Instead of scheduling family time, he invites his kids into what he's already doing. If he's into woodworking, you might find him in the garage with his daughter, teaching her how to sand and stain. If his son is obsessed with video games, the Sigma male might pick up a controller and ask to learn. He's genuinely curious about what makes his kids tick, creating organic opportunities for conversation and connection. These shared experiences become inside jokes, shared memories, and a unique family language. He builds a relationship with his kids that will last long after they've outgrown traditional family nights. 4. Letting his kids fight their own battles. At the playground, most dads are quick to jump in at the first sign of trouble, rushing over to break up arguments, solve problems, or soothe hurt feelings. This constant interference can have unintended consequences, as kids might struggle to handle conflicts on their own, always looking for an adult to step in and fix things. The Sigma dad takes a different approach. He's not about to win any helicopter parent awards. When his kids face challenges at the playground, he hangs back and watches from a distance, ready to step in if things get seriously out of hand, but not refereeing every little squabble. He knows these playground conflicts are like little life lessons in disguise. By letting his kids work through their own problems, he's teaching them valuable skills they'll need later in life. The playground is a training ground for the real world, where kids learn to stand up for themselves, negotiate with others, and resolve conflicts. These are skills that need to be learned through experience. 5. Leading by example, not authority. Traditional dads often rely on their authority to get things done, barking orders and setting strict rules. This approach can breed resentment and rebellion in kids who see right through the hypocrisy. The Sigma male is not about throwing his weight around or pulling rank. He's all about walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Kids are like little sponges, soaking up everything they see. He leads by example, showing rather than telling. If he wants his kids to read more, his nose is always in a book. If he wants to teach the value of hard work, he's the first one up and the last one to bed, grinding away at his goals. When it comes to respect and manners, he treats everyone with equal kindness. By being the person he wants his kids to become, he sets them up for success without resorting to heavy-handed tactics. When he messes up, he owns it, apologizes, and shows his kids how to make things right. 6. Teaching kids to read people, not just books. Book smarts are just one piece of the puzzle. While other parents focus on grades and test scores, the Sigma male teaches his kids the art of reading people, a skill that's worth its weight in gold in this complex world. He constantly points out subtle cues in body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. During family outings, he might quietly ask his kids what they think about the cashier's mood or why a couple at the next table seems to be arguing. He encourages his children to put themselves in others' shoes, asking them to consider different perspectives. The Sigma dad shows his kids how to read a room, adapt their communication style, and pick up on unspoken social cues. He explains why he chose a certain approach in a work situation or how he diffused a tense moment with a neighbor. This focus on emotional intelligence prepares his kids for a world where EQ is just as important as IQ, if not more so. 7. Treating his kids like adults in training, not babies. Have you ever wondered why some kids seem more mature and capable than others? It might have something to do with how their parents treat them. The Sigma male doesn't baby his kids or talk down to them. He sees them as adults in training, not perpetual children. He speaks to them with respect, uses grown-up words, and explains complex concepts instead of oversimplifying everything. When making family decisions, he includes his kids in the conversation. When planning a vacation, he'll ask for their input and explain the logistics. When discussing a home renovation, he'll break down the budget and timeline, treating them like mini project managers. He doesn't shy away from tough topics either, discussing current events, explaining financial concepts, and even touching on relationship dynamics in age-appropriate ways. He gives his kids real responsibilities, not just token chores, and isn't afraid to admit when he doesn't know something, showing his kids that learning is a lifelong process. They often research topics together, with dad and kids side by side, discovering new information. Do you resonate with the ideas I shared in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more content about Sigma males, explore the other videos on this channel. Thanks for watching. For those